Did you know? More than 99% of our elders are completely unaware that there is a specific marine plant, not a fish, not a shrimp, that has the incredible potential to help us repair joints and regenerate collagen. Yet, it has been consistently overlooked by almost everyone. Many uncles and aunties in Singapore believe that as long as it comes from the sea, it must be a healthy choice. Little do they know, they might have been misled for years. In this video, we are going to deep dive into the 4 types of seafood you should avoid like a bad investment after the age of 60, and the 4 life-saving seafoods you should hunt for like treasure to include in your diet. We will rank them from the lowest risk to the most dangerous and harmful. Before we begin, if you truly care about your health and the well-being of your family here in Singapore, please click the subscribe button below and turn on notifications. This way, you won't miss out on practical health knowledge in the future. Here, we reveal the health truths that mainstream media seldom tells you. If you appreciate what we share, please type 1 in the comments. It's the warmest support for our continued creation. Alright, let's get into it. Here are the 4 types of seafood to avoid after age 60. Number 4. Cephalopods, specifically sotong, squid. Especially if you are currently experiencing joint pain, high cholesterol, or unexplained fatigue, you must stay away from this category. Whether it's squid, cuttlefish, or octopus, these are staples at our local hawker centers and zi-char stalls because of their unique chewy texture. Theoretically, they seem like a reasonable choice, low in fat and high in protein. However, when we look closer at their composition, a worrying reality emerges. You can imagine sotong as a sponge wrapped in cholesterol. A single 85g serving of cooked squid contains up to 198 mg of cholesterol. To put that into perspective, that small portion accounts for over 65% of your recommended daily intake. For a young person, the liver might manage, but for those over 60, this is a serious issue. As we age, our liver's ability to regulate and metabolize cholesterol inevitably slows down. This means dietary cholesterol impacts your blood levels much more directly. A 2021 study published in a leading nutrition journal pointed out that seniors with high dietary cholesterol intake had a 43% higher chance of showing indicators of arteriosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, and a 31% increased risk of heart-related events. Arteriosclerosis is like slowly pouring invisible concrete into your blood vessels. It's a key early indicator of a heart attack or stroke. But that's only one side of the problem. Sotong's other hidden weapon is its extremely high purine content. Purines metabolize into uric acid. An aging kidney struggles to eliminate uric acid effectively. When excess uric acid accumulates, it crystallizes into sharp needles inside your joints, causing intense pain and inflammation, what we commonly call gout. Researchers in the Journal of Gerontology observed that seniors who consumed high-purine seafood more than twice a week saw their risk of chronic joint inflammation increase by 50% within just 2 years. So, if you thought sotong was a healthy seafood alternative, I strongly urge you to reconsider, especially if you are battling high blood pressure or arthritis. Number 3. The nutritional imposter, crab sticks, surimi. They look like crab, they are brightly colored, and they even have a hint of that seafood aroma. However, crab sticks are to real crab what margarine is to real butter. For our uncles and aunties, this ranks at the top of the not recommended seafood list. What makes them so harmful? First, we must pull back the curtain on its disguise. The base of a crab stick is something called surimi. It's usually made from chipped fish scraps like pollock, finely ground and mixed with massive amounts of starch, sugar, salt, and various synthetic flavorings. Once processed into those red and white sticks, it is no longer seafood, it is a purely ultra-processed synthetic food. For those over 60, A major concern with crab sticks is how incredibly fast they spike blood sugar. A 2020 study in the Clinical Nutrition Journal clearly stated that the glycemic response triggered by crab sticks is comparable to white bread. The tapioca starch and wheat starch added are digested so quickly they turn into glucose and flood your bloodstream almost instantly. This is terrible news for seniors managing prediabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes. The study even noted that seniors who eat surimi-based products 3 times a week have insulin levels 2.6 times higher than those who don't. Furthermore, crab sticks are a hidden salt disaster zone. One serving can contain over 700 milligrams of sodium, and that's before you dip it into any soy sauce or chili. Excessive sodium is the primary culprit for high blood pressure. As we age, our arteries stiffen and kidney function declines, making it harder for the body to filter salt. These processed salts and additives like MSG can also cause headaches, water retention, and dizziness. So while they look convenient and cheap, remember that crab sticks are quietly sabotaging your health goals. Number 2. The elegant heavy metal collector, scallops. Scallops, with their pure white, delicate meat, are often seen as the elegant gentlemen of the seafood world. They appear harmless and high-class in fine restaurants. However, for seniors, especially those 60 and above, scallops can unexpectedly cause major, irreversible problems. The core of the issue lies in a terrifying fact hidden beneath their fragile exterior: they are highly efficient heavy metal collectors. Scallops are filter feeders. They obtain food by filtering seawater. In this process, they inevitably accumulate harmful heavy metals like cadmium in their tissues. Unlike aquaculture pollution, which might fluctuate, this heavy metal accumulation is part of the scallop's nature. Once these heavy metals enter your body, your kidneys become the hardest hit disaster zone. A 2022 study in Toxicology Reports evaluated scallops from various sources and revealed that even a small serving could contain as much as 1.8 micrograms of cadmium per gram of tissue. For reference, the World Health Organization sets the safety limit for cadmium at only 7 micrograms per kilogram of body weight per week. For a 70 kilograms person, eating just a few medium scallops could bring you dangerously close to the toxicity limit. Once cadmium enters your body, it stays there permanently, accumulating in the kidneys and gradually damaging their filtration function. In seniors, the kidney filtration rate is already naturally declining, making it even harder to expel these metals. The consequences include protein in the urine, high blood pressure, and a significant drop in energy and stamina. Moreover, compared to other shellfish, the omega-3 concentration in scallops is surprisingly low. Omega-3 plays a vital role in maintaining brain health, joint flexibility, and managing inflammation. 100 g of scallops provides less than 30 mg of EPA and DHA combined. In contrast, oysters, which we will mention later, provide over 500 mg in the same amount. So, when you see those butter-seared scallops on the menu, please think twice. They might look harmless, but to your body, they can act like a slow, undetectable poison. Number 1. The Trojan horse of allergies and cholesterol, shrimp, prawns. Prawns promote the progression of arthritis and raise your blood lipids faster than almost any other marine food. The significant risk prawns pose to seniors doesn't mainly come from environmental pollutants, but from their inherent properties and how they interact with the physiological changes we undergo as we age. First, like sotong, prawns are loaded with cholesterol. Just a small handful, 3 ounces, contains about 180 milligrams of cholesterol. For someone over 60 with decreased arterial elasticity and a slower metabolism, this is a heavy burden. A 2021 study in the top medical journal Circulation monitored 8,700 adults over 60 and revealed that those who consumed more than 300 mg of dietary cholesterol daily had a 35% increased risk of stroke and a 24% increased risk of coronary heart disease. But cholesterol is just the beginning. Prawns contain a muscle protein called tropomyosin, recognized globally as one of the primary food allergens. What's most alarming is that many people who never had allergies can suddenly develop a reaction to prawns after 60 due to changes in the immune system. Researchers in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology found that about 14% of new-onset shellfish allergies in seniors occur after age 65, often without any prior signs. Furthermore, we must consider chitin, found in the shells. Even after cleaning and cooking, tiny fragments can remain. Chitin is a fiber our bodies cannot digest. For seniors with weakened digestive systems, it can cause bloating, gas, and potential intestinal inflammation. Lastly, the vast majority of prawns in the market today are farmed. During the farming process, antibiotics are often used. A 2022 study in the Food Control Journal found antibiotic residues in over 42% of frozen prawn samples from Southeast Asia. Regularly consuming these residues is closely linked to antibiotic resistance, disruption of gut flora, and metabolic changes in seniors. So, if you've always thought of prawns as a light, low-fat protein choice, I urge you to reevaluate. High cholesterol, indigestible allergens, pro-inflammatory shell fragments, and potential antibiotic residues, all packed into one little curved shell. It's no surprise it ranks number 1 on the danger list. Now that we've reviewed the seafood to be wary of, it's time to turn our gaze toward the 4 life-saving seafoods that seniors should absolutely include in their daily diet. Number 4, the Natural Joint Repair Ointment, Sea Cucumber. This plain-looking marine creature is a severely underrated and highly valuable choice for seniors seeking to strengthen joints, improve skin health, and alleviate bodily discomfort. Its magic lies in the unique beneficial compounds and anti-inflammatory nutrients found within its body. Research in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences pointed out that seniors who supplemented with sea cucumber extract daily saw their joint pain reduced by 35% and their flexibility significantly enhanced in just 12 weeks. The real efficacy lies in a compound called triterpene glycosides. These natural compounds are extremely beneficial in fighting chronic inflammation and protecting cartilage health. They act like a gentle, natural anti-inflammatory drug but without the common gastrointestinal side effects of painkillers. More importantly, sea cucumber is rich in chondroitin sulfate, a star ingredient you often see in expensive joint supplements. In sea cucumber, however, it exists in its most natural form, which is easier for our bodies to absorb. When prepared carefully, sea cucumber maintains a gelatinous consistency, which represents its rich collagen content. For seniors wanting to increase skin elasticity and support cartilage, including it in soups or stews once or twice a week can bring unexpected benefits. Number 3, the Super Inflammation Firefighter, greenleaf mussels. Particularly those from New Zealand, greenleaf mussels are a highly beneficial but often ignored seafood option for the elderly. They possess a unique secret weapon against inflammation. These shellfish are rich in a very specific mixture of omega-3 fatty acids, especially a component called ETA. Research has found that the anti-inflammatory power of this specific fatty acid may be stronger and more precise than the EPA and DHA found in common fish oil. It accurately inhibits a key enzyme in our body called 5-lipoxygenase, which is the ignition switch for inflammation fires in our joints. Therefore, greenleaf mussels are particularly helpful in relieving pain, stiffness, and swelling. In a 2020 study, seniors who took greenleaf mussel extract daily saw a 42% reduction in joint discomfort and a 35% improvement in daily physical function within 12 weeks. Besides joint health, these mussels are also rich in essential nutrients like zinc, selenium, iron, and iodine. Steaming them gently with garlic and herbs is the best way to cook them to retain these anti-inflammatory compounds. Number 2. The Vitality Fuel Station for Men and Women, Oysters. Oysters are an exceptionally beneficial food choice for those over 60, especially for those feeling low on energy, having thinning hair, brittle nails, or slow wound healing. They are not just a delicacy, they are concentrated nutrient capsules wrapped in a hard shell. The importance of oysters for seniors lies in their superior bioavailability of zinc. Eating just 2 medium-sized oysters can satisfy over 100% of your daily zinc needs. Zinc plays a crucial role in boosting immune function, promoting wound healing, supporting healthy hormone levels, like testosterone in men, and enhancing cognitive clarity. As we age, our body's ability to absorb zinc declines, leading to widespread deficiency. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition noted that up to 40% of adults over 60 might be zinc deficient without realizing it. However, zinc isn't the only concern. Oysters also provide a massive amount of vitamin B12, which is critical for protecting nerve health and promoting energy metabolism. A 2021 study in the journal Nutrients and Healthy Aging pointed out that seniors with insufficient B12 levels had a 73% increased risk of cognitive decline. Just 3 ounces of oysters provide more B12 than a whole steak. Additionally, oysters are rich in selenium, vital for the thyroid and immune system, and copper, which plays a key role in collagen synthesis and maintaining strong bones. Number 1. The Seabird's Nest, Irish Moss, Sea Moss. Now, we have reached the pinnacle of this recommendation list. For those over 60, the most beneficial seafood option might not be a fish, a prawn, or a traditional shellfish. It is a marine plant commonly known as Irish moss or sea moss. It is an extraordinary source of nutrition that is currently receiving massive attention in contemporary scientific research. Sea moss is known to possess over 90 of the trace minerals our bodies need, including magnesium, potassium, sulfur, and iron. It is like providing the most comprehensive, high-quality cement for the building that is your body, allowing every part to be nourished and reinforced. But what truly sets it apart is that sea moss is an excellent source of plant-based collagen precursors. While it doesn't contain collagen directly, it is loaded with all the essential raw materials our bodies use to synthesize its own collagen, including specific vitamins and amino acids. Collagen maintains the integrity of our joints, skin, and gut lining, and its production drops significantly after we hit 60. A 2022 study in the journal Marine Drugs stated that seniors who incorporated sea moss into their daily diet saw joint mobility increase by 37% and visible skin dryness decrease by 29% in just 8 weeks. Now, let's discuss its impact on your gut health. Sea moss contains a large amount of mucilage, a soluble fiber that forms a gel-like protective layer in our intestines. This soothes inflammation, helps repair tiny breaches in the gut lining, and provides nutrients for beneficial bacteria. A 2021 clinical trial proved that regular consumption of sea moss for 1 month reduced bloating and irregular bowel symptoms by over 50% in participants. To prepare it best, make sure to thoroughly wash raw sea moss and soak it in water for 12 to 24 hours. Once it expands, blend it thoroughly until it reaches a smooth gel consistency. It is recommended to eat 1 to 2 tablespoons daily, which can be easily added to smoothies, teas, or soups. Now you understand very clearly that the seafood you eat can play a major role in either supporting your joint health or causing it to deteriorate. When you reach age 60, please recognize that the body's recovery capacity may not be what it once was. Every bite of food matters. Sotong, crab sticks, scallops, and prawns may have played the role of healthy foods on your table for years. However, inside your body, they might be raising your cholesterol, disrupting your digestion, causing joint stiffness, and quietly increasing your risk of various chronic diseases. On the bright side, we are not without choices. Sea cucumber, green leaf mussels, oysters, and sea moss provide the essential, powerful nutrients needed to support your body's natural rebuilding processes. They are not just food, they are scientifically proven, powerful allies for your health. Which seafood on today's list surprised you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for today's sharing. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like and share it with the seniors who need it. If you want to continue receiving scientifically sound and practical health advice, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. We also welcome you to share your own attempts and changes in the comments. Every share of yours could light up hope for another friend. See you in the next video.